Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the pre-market prep. I hope everyone's having an amazing morning and hope you had a great day yesterday. Good morning, Norm. How are you today?
Hey, good morning, Carlos. I'm doing great. Hopefully you are as well. Everybody else in the room, good morning.
All right. Good morning, guys. Hope everyone's doing good. All right, guys. Let's get to it. Let's quickly look at what we had on our list yesterday, starting with PLTR. Let's look at our 5 minute here. It was not a overall easy day or somewhat clean. It's a lot of stuff that didn't trade as well. But here, starting with PLTR, you can see you did get a beautiful downtrend happening here. Not the easiest trade to take, especially after this pullback above the VWAP. But the 1 minute did give you a nice opportunity here. So a lot of people take this rejection of this 28.27 level, the pre-market high. Was just not able to get above that. Pre-market was clean. Pre-market was actually very clean compared to the market open. But overall, you did get a beautiful drop here into some of these levels we had towards the bottom. Is the volume low in the chat room? All right, let's check something here. Let's see what's going on. See if I messed with
No,
this.
sounds fine to me.
Sounds good.
Well, it's way high now.
I haven't done anything. All right. So is it good?
Maybe you're low and I'm higher, and that's why.
Okay. Um, yeah. Let me see if I can adjust the gain on this.
YouTube's
Check,
saying
check,
that
check,
too.
check. 1, 2. Check, check. All right. Is that any better? Louder? All right. How about there? Is that okay? I'll get the mic closer as well,
All
just in
right, there we
case.
go.
All right.
Sounds good,
Perfect.
man.
All right, man. So yeah, here we have it, guys. It again, just not a clean. And what we do is when we go to the market pulse, I'll take another look at it. So for PLTR, guys, again, just not the best market open, but it did give you a nice drop here. As you can see, a beautiful downtrend towards the bottom there. Space yesterday had a great pop, but man, again, just no continuation. That's the thing. Yesterday we did not see any of that, right? You did get a one pop here at the 5 minute, does come back down, but overall you didn't get great continuation. It does find support at the moving averages again, and then gives you another pop towards the high of the day, which was nice. But this play here was even more interesting, guys. Look at this beautiful double top that we get off of level 28.77, which we had on our daily, and just look how great this thing drops right back down towards the VWAP. So again, that's a great move. If that's part of your strategy, is double tops, double bottom. That's a very clean one right there. Here is Neo, guys. Neo yesterday again off the bat, off the bell, it didn't really get going until late around 10:30ish or so. You can see how cleaner starts trading, but at the open again, no continuation. 1 minute scalp, perfect. That would have worked here nicely. But aside from that, if you're looking for a bigger time frame, 5 minute or anything else, you just didn't see any good opportunities there on Neo. Then after 10, you can see the nice base happening here. Great buying pressure coming off this level here. I think that was a pre-market low, or at least I think that was the level that we had on there, right? Because the pre-market low was all the way down there, but we did like some of these levels here where you see a lot of touches, and it does bounces nice from there. Here's Apple was a mess, guys. Look at Apple yesterday. I mean, this is just, I can't recall seeing Apple trade so bad at the market open. Just look at the chop here, guys, back and forth. Really not much tradable, really, on Apple. In Disney, actually, Disney was very clean, guys. Probably one of the cleanest stock we had on our list. Beautiful drop here towards the bottom. Amazing reversal towards VWAP. And then look at the continuation, which we did not see a lot yesterday from many of the stocks that we were watching. And then a great reversal here from the top all the way back down to VWAP, and then all the way down to the low of the day. So you got a pretty nice range here on Disney. Some good opportunities there to take advantage of. I want to look at BA also, guys, because BA, although I did not pay close attention to it, it did trade very well. Had a indecision candle towards the start. Then after that indecision candle, you can see how great it traded here. Popped up nicely, found some rejection here, and it just went all the way down nicely, giving you some good opportunities to enter for sure. You can see how well this dropped after the market opened yesterday. So with that said, guys, let's look at what we have this morning. Our gappers list, our gapping up list today is just huge this morning, as it has been for the last couple of days, right? This list has been just something else, and I already see some tickers on here that are not too interesting because we know they don't trade very well, but for the most part we'll go through some of these and see what's going on here. But man, a lot in the green this morning, not so much in the red. Norm, what's the latest and greatest on the market this morning?
Well, we're up a decent gap this morning, 2/3 of a percent on the Qs, excuse me, a little bit more than that on SPY. uh, Yesterday was interesting. We had a pretty good sized gap up, and then we had a hard sell off in the markets yesterday. So I think most of that is on, I've mentioned it multiple times, but these stalled stimulus talks out of the Congress. So there was word they're trying to push something through yet again. We'll see if anything happens with it. Surely to move the markets one way or the other, if and when news comes out on that. As of right now, we got biotech leading the market, which was strong yesterday, and then energy not far behind. Pretty much everything is up. Real estate down just a hair. We've got a couple of little pieces of data. We had import price index and Empire State Index that came out right when we were starting the show. I've not looked at the numbers. Hasn't really done a lot to the market. Maybe popped us up just a tiny bit. At 9:15, we have both industrial production capacity utilization out. Um, Overall, we've seen a lot of the high flyers. The recent high flyers really pull back a little bit in the last 6 trading days. Uh, Not every day, every one of them, but overall, we've seen a lot of them start pulling back some. Neo, which we've traded so much in the last couple of months, has pulled back a good 20% from where it was at its highs. So just kind of waiting and watching here. A lot of people are talking about some sort of not necessarily a correction, but a little bit of a pullback before the market goes higher. That tells me that not everybody's too bullish, and usually when that's the case, we can go a little higher. I think we're just consolidating here for the moment. So, um, all that having been said, that's what's going on today.
All right, thank you, my friend. All right, guys, did some stuff with the volume there. Hopefully that's a little better. In the meantime, we'll move on to the next thing here. Let's take a look at what we have on our watch list, on our gappers list. So let's move away from what we had yesterday. Let's do some levels in here. All right, we'll make some room, and we will look at what we have in our gapping up list. And we'll go quickly through this because I know some stuff on there that I know does not look great. So we're going to hop up quickly through these. PRVL sitting here. Oh, let's link this up. Where's our trade ideas link over here? Makes job a lot easier. Okay, there we go, perfect. So PRVL this morning, they are up 85%. Let's take a look at their pre-market action. It's a buyout, yeah, you could tell. So not much happening there, guys. VERU, so VERU on the daily had a couple of insane days here. We looked at this one before in the past, and I haven't kept it on my watch list. I just don't like the way this daily looks. I don't like much that I'm seeing on this stock overall. So taking a look here, pre-market, very active, 5 million shares traded at the moment. Really got some good stuff going here. Let's see what it did yesterday though at the market open. Again, just I don't see anything good about this stock, so I'm gonna pass on it, guys. I still don't see anything great. Their pre-market action looks good right now, right? We have seen that where their pre-market action looks great, but the pre-market open and the intraday trading not as good, so I'm gonna stay away from it. BCDA,
They had some
BCDA,
positive. They had some
yeah.
positive info on breast cancer treatment, but that
Mm-hmm.
having been said, biotechs, unless you really know what you're doing, can be tough to trade. And I'm not talking about biotechs as in these vaccine stocks. Those have been a little bit of a different story, but for this year and really, a special case. But a lot of times these biotech companies are very hard to trade,
Yeah,
and
I
you have to
agree.
be really good and know what you're doing to be able to capitalize. And they move a lot. And that's part of the reason why.
Yeah, their price action is for sure very different than in regular
Uh,
stocks. That's true. BCDA, this one here, guys, we are up 12% at the moment, 753,000. Again, look at the pre-market action. We're not seeing anything clean here right now. Starting to get a little bit better here. Also very similar daily to some of these stocks that are not trading well. And this actually is a low flow, sitting at 8 million. So I just noticed that. That's not going to be good. You need a lot more volume than 757 to get going here. So we're going to skip on this one. We'll come back to if it gets better, but right now it's not looking good. Here's Plug, and Plug has been good to us the last couple of months. Really, he's been having some really nice opportunities, especially right at the open. Some pre-market high breakouts have been great. Even to the downside, we have some good opportunities here as well. So I like what I'm seeing now. It looks like some volume starting to come in here at 8 o'clock. 322,000 was dropped here, and that has created this stock to come alive a little bit. So worth watching. Not sure if they have any news on
Yeah,
going on.
they've got a deal they've announced. They're working with Walmart on some fuel cell stuff.
All right, nice, excellent. So that's definitely some great news. Again, this stock has been amazing, and I like the daily here for a possible breakout as well. You can see we've been consolidating with an area of resistance around 28. 28 is the big one. You have a couple of days where you did pop up out of that, but if you look at how many touches we have around 28, which is pretty much your high of your pre-market now, that is looking interesting. So definitely on our list this morning. VLDR, we saw this a couple of days ago. Didn't look all that great. Today they're up 6.1, 272,000. I am not seeing anything too interesting. Their daily is interesting a little bit here, right? Consolidation, possible breakouts. That's somewhat okay. We'll add it to our possible for now. VLDR. INO, let's see what's happening with INO today. They are up 5.6, 564,000. Their daily has been really all over the place. It really hasn't traded all that well in the last couple of weeks, months, really. So I'm not sure if this pre-market action is going to turn into something, maybe a possible. It does have some volume this morning, but even then, this pre-market action is not looking as clean as we would like to see. Their daily does look interesting, though. We have a couple of red days here, bouncing again, a little bit of a bounce from this great level of support that we have here. So the question is, are we going to get any kind of movement towards the upside off this level we have here? The last time we bounced off this level, look at the day we had, right? Not saying that's going to happen, but just touch the potential that you could get out of INO if this is going to run towards the upside today. Here's Ride.
They got a little bit of a contract from DARPA for some COVID treatment, monoclonal
Yeah.
antibody treatment.
That could definitely be some good news. Hopefully, I can give it enough juice here to get going. We can see a nice move out of INO today. VXRT, we haven't seen this one in a while, and the daily shows why. It hasn't been doing all that much. Pre-market right now up 4.3, 178, but not a great pre-market action. So we'll skip on it right now. Baidu is here. They are up 4.3. Now this stock can definitely move. It's a little bit harder to trade. It's not easy to trade. It reminds me of one of those kind of Zoom type stocks, right? Where they move a lot, but it could be a little hard to kind of read the price action. But I know some great traders that do trade Baidu, so I'm going to add it on here. They are definitely in play today, guys. Oops. Here we go. Baidu, they're up 4%. Nice big pop here after a nice run the last couple of days. So definitely on our list this morning. All right. CLEU. This is a low flow stock sitting at 2.7 with no volume. Look how nasty this is. It's just, wow, just horrible. All right, we'll skip that. All right, I'm going to stop here because the names I see some names are just not going to get better. But I'm going to look at some of our favorite ones that we've been watching closely. Neo, here's Neo, definitely on our list today. I like the daily. We're getting a bit of, we're at that area of support that we have bounced from before plenty of times. I noticed, although we're bouncing from that level quite a bit, notice we are still in a nice downtrend here. Right, you can see that we're not making higher highs. So interesting today, what's going to happen here? We're going to break above this, or we're going to keep this downtrend that we have here towards making new highs, right? So that's going to be interesting. Let's add Neo right on here. 2.1 already up 3.8. XPEV is right below here. XPEV at the moment, also some good volume, 3.3. Not as clean on the daily, but it does have a little bit of a reversal happening here as well. So we'll put it as a possible for now. XPEV. Heading on down, let's see if we have any other favorite ones in here. And at the end, pre-market not doing a whole lot. I know people like fuel cell. Let's see, fuel cell, their daily's just not doing much at the moment, and their pre-market action is pretty dead right now, so we'll skip on that one. All right, so we'll stop here. Oh, NKLA, what's that thing up to? Nothing at all. So NKLA not doing much neither. All right, so that covers our gapping up list. And again, if you went through some of the stuff here that looks great and we did not cover it, later on you can throw it back out to us and we'll take a look at it. What's gapping down today? AIV. So AIV is down 85%. Wow, this is really taking just a nasty turn at the moment. So 9.7 million shares traded. We do have shares for short on this one. The issue with this one is, I mean, this stock is just look at the daily. It doesn't trade very well. Today, obviously, could be it's going to be different because they're down 85%. That's a lot to go from. You are sitting at 40. Now your stock is worth $5.70. Norm, what's the latest and greatest?
This one looked like such a dumpster fire, and I didn't show any shares for short, at least when I was looking at it, that I
Yeah.
didn't even dig into it, buddy.
Gotcha. Gotcha, man. Yeah, we looks like we got some shares now.
It's a REIT. I mean,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's not. I mean,
REITs trade
don't
really
want
bad, guys. If you haven't traded any type of, well,
yeah, I'm
you
not.
should not be trading any type of REITs, but they trade horrible. Even on a day like this, they'll find a way to mess it up and not give you a good opportunity at the market open. So obviously, this thing's already down 85%. When you're down so big like that, it's very unpredictable to read what's going to happen at the market open. So I'll have it here just for entertainment purposes because anything down that much, I want to see what's going on, what happens, but might not be something that's actually tradable. MIRM, this one is 10 million shares flow, a horrible pre-market action, horrible daily, and it being a low flow doesn't meet our criteria. Here is Snow. Snow is starting to drop here, 4.5, 554. Looking at the price action now, trying to see how the spread is on this stock. Usually, these higher price stocks that move like this, their spread can be horrible at times. So only 20 cents, 30 cents, which is not bad for a $300 stock. It just makes it harder to read the price action, right? And it's funny because there's some traders that are really good at that. For example, John can trade Zoom all day long, and he likes these higher price stock, and he can read the price action very well. Well, if you put me to trade Zoom all day long, I'll blow up my account because I just can't trade it. So it all depends on your style, right? This could be something you like to trade, this higher price stocks like this that move this way. I tend to find them a little harder to trade, but again, you have to find what works for you, right? So this is in play, obviously down 4.4. You can see a nice little drop here coming. I'm going to add it as a possible, but for me personally, I won't add it to my list. But if we have time, we'll do some levels for it. NCLH, this one here, I like to drop an NCLH. What is CCL and everybody else doing? CCL, not as much of a drop here. Let's see some of the other travel stocks. American Airlines not doing a whole lot. United, UAL, not doing a whole lot neither. So it looks like NCLH. This guy might have his own thing going on, but definitely has a clean daily here and a nice drop, down 3%, 910. So we will add that one to our list. NCLH is on our watch this morning. THCB, I know the stock is garbage. We looked at it before quite some time, doesn't do anything. A, B, and B, this is down 2.6. Man, this thing has not had any luck after opening up here. Hit as high as 164 and now sitting at 126 with a low of 125. I mean, ouch. That sucks. So we'll see what happens there.
It had a downgrade in the last couple of days as well.
Yep.
I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before.
Now, is this
It was
because...
downgraded. I guess it was I guess somebody put out a rating before it came out and then downgraded it because it's only been trading for a few days here.
Right, it's just like the fourth day of trading. Now, is it because I know there were talks that they were opening up too high than what was expected? Maybe that could be costing some of this big drops. But we've seen this...
It happens time and time again with these huge hyped IPOs that the retail market drives up the price that they come out at. And then you'll see it fall back to earth for a little while before, Facebook's the most famous, really.
Yeah. Right, so that's what we have here. We have another one popping up, SBE, but this one's not great, guys. It doesn't trade very clean. We've seen that before in the past. I'm going to skip on it. Although looking at yesterday here, looks like it had a nice drop here yesterday. But that's not usually the case here. Nice double bottom. Yeah, actually, if you look just at this here, this looks great, but then here it gets pretty crappy. So again, it could be a hit or miss. Their daily looks somewhat rather interesting, maybe losing some of these levels here, but again, I just don't like the pre-market. And for the most part, this stock doesn't trade as clean as you're seeing here in yesterday's pre-market open. All right, guys, let's take it to the chat room, see what you guys have this morning. Let's start with Fabio. He's giving us AMD. AMD, what do we have here on AMD today? They are up. Oh, they did?
The price target they put on it to 110, I think. I can't remember who it was out.
Nice. Yeah, I like AMD today, guys. Their daily chart looks actually better than their pre-market. Their pre-market's not doing a whole lot right now, right? Pretty crappy here. But their daily though, their daily does look really nice here for a possible breakout if we can get going, especially with that type of catalyst. So we'll keep an eye on AMD for sure. What else do we have here? All right, RFG, we can get you an answer in a second. What we have here, Apple. Let's take a look at Apple here. Apple.
That was one of mine I was going to throw out as well.
Yeah.
They've word is that they're upping the production of the new iPhone.
Nice. And the daily, I mean, yesterday had a crazy day. It was just not Apple-like if you saw yesterday's action.
Yeah.
But today's pre-market action looks good, and again, that could be the reason. That's a great reason to have this one on watch today. So I'm throwing Apple on there, guys. The pre-market looks great this morning, and the daily looks great. The daily has been looking great for some time now, just sitting at this level of resistance, right? So we got a couple of days where we broke out, couldn't hold that. I think this was the day where everything was sold off. I think it was when the market sold off, I believe. So that's why you have that big drop there. Usually, you don't do that unless you have a catalyst or some SPY situation happening. Yeah, let's see what happens with Apple today. I do like what I'm seeing there. mRNA. Norm, do you have any other ones that are good?
mRNA was another one of mine, but you just mentioned it, so you're good.
All right, excellent. So mRNA daily, guys, continues to consolidate right above these levels, right above this moving average. Again, pre-market doesn't look great, but we do have some really good volume. And mRNA tends not to put in a good pre-market action and still could trade very well. Now, it still is a difficult stock to trade. We like the daily on this one, and we hope we can see something nice break out of this, but it still is a very difficult stock to trade. I'm going to put it as a possible for now. Might move it up later, depending how things change here on our watch list. All right, so mRNA, we have OCX. I don't think we looked at that ever before. What is OCX? Okay, yeah, I'm not liking the daily. Let's check what's the float is on this. Not a low flow stock, yeah, but the daily's a little funky here, guys. Now the pre-market action is very active, but usually when you don't have such a great trading stock like here, right, there's nothing good happening about this. Obviously they got some news today or something pumping it up this morning. You can see you got a great pre-market action. So yeah, if you'd like this type of stock, you can. I usually like to see stocks that actually trade decent in the daily and then have this. That to me is a little bit better. But again, I'm gonna skip on this one because it's just not the way I trade, right? Let's look at MU next. MU this morning. Hold on a second. Let's get the bottom to sync up. All right, here we go. The MU's daily is nice, guys. We're back at this area of resistance one more time here this morning. Again, we don't have a whole lot of volume going on here, but worth taking a close look at. Volume can pick up at the open. We know MU doesn't usually have the best volume, right? They tend not to do that for the most part, but it's funny. MU, I always think MU is sitting on like the New York Stock Exchange just because of the way it does its pre-market. Very similar to what some of these nicey stocks do, where they don't get a whole lot of volume in the pre-market. So but yeah, I like the daily here. Worth having as a possible for now. We can move it up if this gets better, but I will be looking for this in our scanners today because that does look really, really clean today. All right, let's take a look at PayPal. AMD, we do have PayPal here. Let's get it going. PayPal at the moment. I like the daily on here. At pre-market, again, not doing much, similar to MU, so we could add as a possible. Let me see here. Yeah, we could add as a possible. I like the daily, but again, the pre-market is not looking pretty at all. All right, let's go down here. AMD, MU, we got BA was great yesterday. Traded very clean. This morning, what do we have on it? Dropping down a bit more here. Let's remove some levels. Yeah, BA could be interesting, guys. If Steve's going to hold this support here, we'll add that on there. Don't worry, we'll remove some of the stuff that does not look great here in this secondary list, but BA will stay. BA looks very, very good. And the AMD's all-time high, right? Someone mentioned that. Yes, AMD. Yeah, AMD is just killing it right now. So looking forward to that. MU upgrade to 83. All right, nice. That can be good news. I like it. I like MU here. I really do. All right, what do we have over on YouTube? Is that Rocket Mortgage? RKT? I believe
yeah.
it is. Yeah. So yeah, it's starting to break out here. Pre-market's pretty quiet right now. You have 271, but not a clean pre-market action. Yeah, I'm not liking this one right now at the moment. Could do something, but it could be a hit or miss right now. So I'm gonna stay away from it at the moment. I see what you're looking at though. That daily looks like it wants to break out of there. MCD. McDonald's not doing a whole lot, guys. Very light on volume, unless there's any kind of catalyst. Looks like yesterday they had something going on here. Pretty nice move, but even with a decent catalyst, look at this daily. McDonald's just does not trade very well at all, and this is why I don't think I have ever traded McDonald's. So that's the reason for that. All right, Apple we have Tesla. Let's take a look at Tesla this morning. Yeah, Tesla is just a beast. Look at Tesla now. Daily looks very good, guys. If you like trading Tesla, I'm going to add it on here. We'll do levels because actually levels are done for you. I mean, this is all-time high here, right? Yeah. So you don't need any levels here. Everything is done for you. Just mark that one there and that's it. Towards the bottom, you're covered. So, but Tesla's just incredible. Possibly breaking out again to make a new all-time high. If not today, definitely this week if that keeps going. Here's Space. So what Space? Man, I gotta tell you, yesterday it was a little bit wild. It did settle down and give you this double top here, and it did trade nicely. Man, this was okay, worth watching today. But pre-market action right now is just really all over the place. But I'll be looking for this for on the scanner, see if there's any kind of continuation, either to close this gap a little bit here. We're sitting right at a level of support that we hit off yesterday, right on there. So worth watching just to take a look at, see what happens there. All right, so that's good. AMD we have, XPEG we have, BDR, nice daily. Let's take a look. BDR. What do we have here? Yeah, nice daily. I don't know about the daily now. No, I'm looking at closely now. Yeah, no, it doesn't look that great. I don't like what I'm seeing here on the daily. It's just too many pops and drops here. You don't have a lot of volume. Always take a look at the volume as well. You're not getting anything clean here. So maybe nice pre-action is what you make and what you meant. And even there, you're starting to get going now. You're still not seeing anything all that clean. You got 1.6, but again, it's a lot of choppy areas in here. You don't want to be part of on that one. BM, last one, guys. BMRN. What do we have here? No volume at all, guys. So pretty dead right here. You only have 200, literally 277 shares traded. So just nothing happening there. And if let's say they did have volume, look at the daily, just how crappy this is, and that's due to it not having, again, just no volume down here at all for the most part. All right. So we'll stop here, guys. Let's go over to our community announcements. We'll come back and fine tune this list.
Yeah, buddy. So tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, normal time, you got Peter talking about how to take smart trades, trading entries specifically. I always, one of the things I firmly believe is you really, just like real estate, location, location, location. The place at which you buy or initiate your position is if on a short sell is where you make your money. Good entries make your trade. Bad entries, chasing can kill you no matter how good the move was. So that'll be tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then next week, we've got Eamon talking about finding your edge. That'll be at 5 p.m. Eastern because of his time zone. All right, Nada, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, you've got her. She's going to be talking about setting goals that are aligned with your values. And then next week, we'll take a break from some of these webinars, and then you'll have Mike's module 5 talking about mental resilience in trading. That'll be on the 30th. So, if you still want to do some, all these are recorded. We've got recordings you can catch up on over the holidays while we take a little bit of a break in the meantime. All right, guys, if you want to take part in the member trade of the day, trade of the week, take a screenshot of your best trade that day, mark it up. It should have entries and exits, obviously. But then, any kind of indicator, strategy, just spell out as best you can what caused you to take the trade and everything else. Post it on Twitter, tag at Bearable Traders, at MikeB_BBT, and at NormBBT. Also use the hashtags BBT Family, Day Trading, and Stock Market. We will pick a winner for trade of the day each day, which will be announced in the closing bell show. And then we will take all the trades from that week, that one trade of the day. The team votes on them. That'll be announced Monday on the closing bell show and on Twitter as well. If you're watching us on YouTube and haven't been in the chat, use the promo code PREMARKET24. That will get you a discount on the intro membership, which is 7 calendar days, 5 trading days in the chat room. Doesn't auto-renew or turn into any other kind of membership. It also includes Carlos's onboarding class each and every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time live. We still have the Black Friday 40 promotion that is active. So if you would like to either upgrade your membership or become a lifetime member, use the promo code Black Friday 40 to get 40% off. We're being asked when that's going away. I'm not quite sure. But demand has been high, and we had some website issues in November, so we've left it up a little longer than anticipated.
All right, thanks, Norm. All right, guys, let's get to it. Let's first fine tune this secondary list because a lot of stuff on here that can really come off. Let's look at space. Space is good. That can stay there. mRNA can stay there. XBEV is good as well. We got their partner in crime, Neo, up here because they tend to trade a little bit better, and we're seeing that today. Baidu is here. Now, Baidu, yeah, I know it's active. I won't be trading this one, but I'll keep it on here just for now. BLDR. I'm on the fence on this. This could be good and just really bad at the same time. So for the sake of saving space, I'm gonna get rid of it. INO right now dropping here. Yeah, INO. I'm not a fan. Let's get rid of it. AIV, get rid of that one too. I mean, yeah, I want to see what happens, but I want to be focused too, right? This thing is down 85%. I think it's gonna be fun to watch. Did it get halted here? No. It's just not moving. But again, I don't think we're going to get clean trading out of that really. So I'm just going to get rid of that one. Here is Snow. Snow at the moment. I do like, for a higher price stock, this is looking good. 25-cent spread, $300 stock is not bad. I do like the pre-market action on that one. I'm going to keep this one on here. Maybe today could be the day where we trade something like this. MU is great, guys. Here they got an upgrade to $85. I saw from the chat. That was mentioned there. PayPal, I like the daily, but the action pre-market is just not there for us. So let's get rid of it. I know MU is the same way, but I have more faith in MU doing something even with this price action than I do with PayPal. Just based on the history that we have with with watching these stocks over and over again, I think MU is a better fit this morning. Here's BA. BA traded so clean yesterday. I'm hoping that we can get some of that action today. It's not doing a whole lot right now though, so we'll keep it on here. All right, so it's a little bit better secondary list. Let's look at our main list. We have Plug. Plug is good. Neo is good here. NCLH is good, guys. We're getting a lot of activity out of that one. 1 million shares traded already, so that's nice. AMD is good here, hitting all-time highs as well, right? Yep, all-time highs there also. Apple is looking good as well on the daily and the pre-market. So Apple's got a lot of stuff going on for them this morning after a very, very bad market open yesterday. I mean, wow, look at that. Just a chop. Hopefully it was not caught in that choppiness there. It's just every candle overlapping the previous candle. That is just pure chop right at the open there. Didn't do anything until after like 12 and when it started actually breaking down here. And then Tesla, guys. Tesla also trying to get to their all-time highs, trading nicely this pre-market already in their daily. Does look good here, just pushing up against this areas of resistance towards the top there. All right, let's start with Plug, guys. Get some levels in here. So high of our pre-market right now, we have 2809, so we'll throw that on there. Above that, we have a level right over here. We have a couple of days opening and closing right at these levels, 2878. I'm sorry, 72, and then above that we have another level here around 2946, right? Both of these highs here, 2946 would be it for Plug. Now, is this? I believe this could be all-time high, definitely 52-week high for Plug, and I believe it could be all-time high as well. I don't think these guys have been up here. I'll go back just a bit. I'm gonna stop right there. 2010, yeah, so I think it's all-time high for them as well. They're looking pretty good. The daily does look great, guys. Look at the consolidation and the action you've been getting over the last couple of days. So let's see if this thing can get going. We got some levels towards the top here that we can hit. Towards the bottom, you have the highs and low. The lows really from the last 2 trading days right on here, and you also have your pre-market low hitting that low of 2 days ago right on there. So that's pretty much set for you. Let's see if Plug can get going here. Their pre-market coming alive, guys. We have 1 million shares right now, and they're up 7%. So this is looking really, really good. Let's just hope that's going to translate into the market open as well. Here's Neo, high of the pre-market at the moment. We are sitting at 42. 66, trading very nice, already 2.6 million. As far as levels, let's look at our daily here. Low of our pre-market sitting all the way at 41.72, but just look at this level here. You got to mark this down because you have so many touches over at 42.18. You want to have that there. You have resistance, you have support. So let's see that's going to play a part into this drop here that we're getting. Towards the top, guys, you have the highs from the last two trading days. Above that, you do have a level right in here around 45.27. If we can get out of this congestion, right, we pretty much have a lot going on the last couple of days. Haven't moved much neither the last couple of days. Look at the candles here. They're very small compared to what we had in the past here. We had some really wide candles where, again, when this thing started selling off, it sold off. And when it started really pumping up here, it did it in some nice fashion. So not sure if we're just going to chop around here. Their pre-market is looking good, so worth keeping an eye on them. NCLH getting a nice little bounce here of low of the pre-market right now, sitting at 24.50. So I do like the price action pre-market right now, and the volume towards the bottom, guys. If we were to lose that, we have a very clean level here over at 23.54, and then all the way down here another one as well, major level at 21.92. You got some other ones in here that are minor, but unless the price starts hitting that 23.54, I'm not going to concern myself with these levels in here right now. But if we do drop to 23.54, then you better go to your daily chart and get some levels on here if this thing is going to drop. If that's the plan for today, right? I don't think we'll get that big of a drop in this market right now. So as far as levels towards the top, our pre-market high is at 25.79. So we'll throw a level there, 25.79, and then above that you have your highs and lows from the last two trading days in there, so you pretty much cover in that area. So all right, let's take a look at AMD. So AMD is looking nice in the daily, guys. Pre-market is starting to get going, 700,000 right now, pretty much chopping around, but it rightfully so, because it's trying to break this high here at 96.36, right? So it's going to need some juice to do that. Let's see if we can do that in the next couple of minutes. But then towards the bottom, highs and lows from the last two trading days, previous day close, got you pretty much covering here. If we do drop from the below of the low of the pre-market, which is your previous day close as well, you have one right on here, guys. A lot of days opening, closing at that's 93.92. A lot of touches on there. If you draw a line there, you can see that clearly. So let's see if that's going to play a part. Again, not a major level like this one here where you have change in direction. This one here, great rejection. That's a great level. That's what we're fighting right now, right? We're fighting this level, trying to get above that. Not a coincidence. It's right where this is, right? So let's see what that happens. This will be a minor level. We still can get some kind of action there. Let's look at Apple this morning. So again, trying to get up here. We have our high over here of 125.96, or however pre-market struggling to get above that 124.20. So we'll throw a level there. And then towards the bottom, guys, we look at the consolidation over the last couple of days on Apple. Again, we're fighting this gray area of resistance. This has not been easy to get above. You can see here we did try one time here, and again it got slammed right back down. Let's see if we can get another shot at 125.96 on Apple. They have some good news with their iPhones, as Norm mentioned today, so hopefully that can play a part in there. In between these two levels, high of the pre-market and 125, you do have a level right over here. Nothing major, 125.11. Let's throw that on there. You got this day almost quite getting to it, not quite trying to reach that, but not quite. So we have a just a minor level, 125.11 there, just in case, which is good, because this is a big move, right? 124 high of your pre-market to 125.96. That's not a easy thing to do in one clean move. So here's Tesla getting a little bit of a rejection here from the pre-market high. That's 640.48. 23. So we'll throw a level there, and above that you really have your all-time high, right? All-time high sitting here around 655, might be a little bit lower, but 665.06. that is your all-time high there for Tesla. Then towards the bottom, guys, previous day close, highs and lows from the last two trading days got you covered here on Tesla. So again, just incredible. This stock splits, and we're going to be back at 1,000 any minute now. Just insane. All right, so let's look at quickly at our possibles. Are looking good. Space is good. mRNA is good, very active. XPEV is good. Keep an eye on that one. Baidu, if you like this type of stock, this one is very active today. I don't like the way these trade. Snow is nice. You know what? I'm gonna move Snow up. I like what I'm seeing here. We have shares for short. It's trading very clean. The spread is not too bad for a $300 stock. Yeah, I do like this one. Now I'm gonna go back and see this level here. I'm gonna mark this level. I know it's not the pre-market low anymore, but look how many touches this thing had here, right? You want to have a level on that. And now if we look at our pre-market low, well, first I'm gonna get some daily levels. I like this one here, 305.20, and then this one here 289.91, and then all the way down here in case we're really going to flush today, 272.93. So excuse me, I'm not going to mark the pre-market low just yet because this thing is running nicely. We'll see what it does, guys. In stock like this thing just dropped $3 in the last 10 minutes. So on a stock like this, you don't want to make your money on taking big size, right? You want to make your money on taking small size and letting it run, right? So what that does is you're protected from risking X amount, right? If you lose $2 on this, you know, you want to lose whatever your loss percentage is for that stock, right? Just keep that in mind. And you want to make your money on the run. So if you take 100 shares here, you know, you lose $2, you lose 200, that's fine. But you can make $400, $600 on the drop if it runs, right? That is the goal. So keep that in mind at all costs. Always think about what can you lose, right? Not what you can make, right? So very, very important. So this is a type of stock, guys. Do not take a full size on this. Maybe you take a half a size because this bad boy can run, as you can see right now. I mean, this thing was sitting at 327, now at 314. Now the moves are not too crazy. The spread, it's pretty good. So it's on you to really manage your risk accordingly, right? 50 to 30 cent spread is not bad for the type of moves you're getting here and the way it's trading. So I really like this one today. All right, let's make some room here. Let's see what our moderators lineup looks like this morning. Okay, let's start over here. Let's move this over. Let's adjust our lines here. Here we go. All right, who do we have? Thor. Yes, let's start there. Guys, trade review with Eamon at 12 today, so make sure you tune in for that. Thor, he's watching AMD, Dropbox, and also Disney. Secondary list, Tesla, NEO. Why not? Of course, NEO's got to be on your list. It's just been amazing. Peter, no IPOs for today. Oh no, sorry, anticipated IPOs for today. WNW and also OCG. So those two are coming out today. Peter will announce when they do. Watch list is AMD, AMD, AMD. That is just perfect. Secondary list, NEO, Plug, and Disney. Eamon likes NEO, AMD. A, B, and B, and Snow. Yes, Snow. I like Snow. It continues to run here down another $3 now, so that's nice. $4 at the moment. Mike is watching a break of high scanners, BA and AMD. Brian likes AMD, NEO, Plug, SBE, and also ANCN. We'll take a look at what that is. Tiffany likes NCLH, Tesla, Plug, and also secondary list Snow and NEO. John is looking for high of day breakouts. He got three good ones here: Tesla, Nvidia, and Zoom. And then Jared has a main list: Apple, AMD, NEO, secondary Plug, RKT, and also Baidu. Yeah, Baidu does look good if you like that type of stock. So, all right, guys, that is our list at the moment. Let's take a quick look at what we have here. So we have slide the gappers list up. Yep, here we go. Thank you, Amni Moa. Just put the gappers list up so you can see that. So Plug, guys, we have on here looking okay. Could be better. NEO is good. Good price action there. NCLH has a great price action today. 1.1 million shares traded. So I like the pre-market there as well. AMD is good. Great volume. And let's see the breakout there. Apple's looking good on the daily. Tesla is good. And Snow is just incredible right now. We still have shares for short there. Now what I'm going to do here is I think I'm going to move down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think Plug is going to have to move down. I like the daily, but you know what I'm looking at now? It might have a hard time getting going here. So I'm going to move that down just to bring myself down to 6 at least on the watch list. Main one, NEO, NCLH, AMD is good. Apple is good. Tesla is good, and Snow is good. Yeah, all right, we have a great list, guys. Thor is adding Plug. Yeah, Plug. Yeah, you know what? Yes, it does look like fun. I just have way too many. So have it as a possible here. But yeah, Plug does look like it's interesting as well. All right, guys, that is what we have. Thank you so much over on YouTube for joining us this morning. Thank you guys for joining the onboarding class yesterday. So that was a lot of fun. We had a couple of new people that are doing their intro membership today. So guys, welcome. Have fun this week. Make sure to take advantage of the entire chat room programs that we have, and as well as the material that you're getting access to. So if you have any questions, reach out to us. We're here to help. So thank you for joining this week. All right, guys, on YouTube, thank you for joining. We'll see you tomorrow at 8:30. Take care and trade safe.
Take care, guys. Trade safe.